Now, for those curious out there, are we allowed to mention any of the sex that, that Mr. LL prefers?
He's a mainly straight guy. Mainly straight guys, most, not all, mainly straight guys are looking for to be the man, and you are so forth the woman. I'm the one with the titties, and so forth and so on. So we played the traditional role, man versus female type of role. A lot of them play that role, but I found as I became a mistress, it flipped. A lot of them became submissive to me and wanted to be more the female type, as far as servicing me and being a bottom. But in his case, it was more traditional. We were more man-female.
Okay. So, what was the reason for you not mentioning all these other names, though?
Well, LL Cool J is not in the book. It's just rapper. Eddie Murphy's not in the book. It says comedian. And Mr. C's not in the book. It says DJ. I only mention them by title. I actually mention no names. I say a senator. I mention no names per se in the book. A lot of people have been disappointed because they thought they were going to read LL. LL is the rapper in the book. But I didn't mention names because I didn't want the book to be just focused about all my sex life. I mean, that's a part of the book, but there's a bigger purpose. We are considered sexual beings as transgenders. A lot of guys consider us sexual toys, and I emphasize that in the book, that we're seen as a female form for the down low bisexual guy who wants to do something bisexual and wants a female cross-dresser or femboy to express himself. But that's not the whole nature of the book, so there's really no names in the book, only titles. But I do list quite a few titles, but there's actually no names in the book. I only did that at the Inquirer when they asked who was that rapper in the book, and I said the rapper was. And they said, we're going to polygraph you on that. And I said, okay. And that's what, 3-hour polygraph, that's what I did. Just to prove that what I was saying, I believed it as fact, it was fact, and I did it as fact. One time, 13 years ago, 2 hours, never spoke to him again. We've never seen each other, emailed, and that's mainly a lot of my encounters. I've seen a lot of these guys who are athletes and politicians. They come through and they bounce, and then they bounce right out. That happens to a lot of us. We don't have that long-lasting relationship with these men who are perceived straight. They have wives and girlfriends. We're just their sexual toy. They fulfill their fantasy, and then, whether it's for casual or cash, they move on to someone else. That's been my case now. I've not had too many of them call me back and let's go to dinner and I want to be friends. They may come back for a down low sexual encounter, but none of us, except one or two, over the 10 years we've become acquaintances, or even I would consider a friend.
And as far as the entertainment industry, or maybe just the famous people out there, do you think a lot more individuals are bisexual? There's a lot more going on in the famous people, the idols, the politicians, the whole entertainment, Hollywood, and not just R&B, hip hop, African American.
I think we get caught up on when they ask, are they gay? They say, oh, I sleep with women. I'm a father. Gay is straight male to male. They perceive us as females, feminine types. And since they are married, they're bisexual. I think the better word that women should be asking is, are you bisexual? Have you been with anything of a male form? Instead of asking them, are you gay?
Right.
A lot of these guys are not gay. They just don't go man to man daily, picking up guys in the park, in the gym. That's not their style. They're looking for a specific type, and that has male genitalia. And anything with the same genitalia, no matter how the physical appearance, that is bisexual. So that means if he has a penis and she has a penis, that's a bisexual creature. And I think the question should be, how many bisexuals are there? Because that's a number that we're not counting. And they keep saying transgenders is a very small group, less than 3% in the world, less than 0.05 or minority transgenders. But we have quite a few admirers who are in your mainstream, doctors, lawyers, cops, judges, rappers, rock and rollers, who enjoy a bisexual encounter. And a lot of them are willing to pay for it. And that's why my transgender sisters are escorting, because you have a lot of guys who say, I just want that one-time encounter, and I'll bring you $150. It's an easy job because they're willing to pay and you have something they want.
Okay. And now that the book is written and it's out, what do you think we as professional trans women should do to help the up and coming youth, the trans youth? We're here at the first Hollywood Trans Youth Pride Festival, or just regular youth festival, including LGBT people. And what do you think we as professional trans women should do to help the up and coming trans youth?
I did an interview with Diamond Styles, who's an African American transgender. I'm doing one with a Latino. We need to become visible. These young people, they see a lot of their, white transgender on TV, in certain roles, doing certain things, but I never saw any black who wrote a book, was on talking about it, telling me, do your creative side. So I think transgenders like me, you and Diamond and others become more visible so people can see that we have a mind and, we can do other things. It wasn't visible to me. I wrote the book to show other black transgenders who I've got a couple of hundred emails from and Latinos. I love to draw. Well, draw. Try to get your stuff in a museum. Take an art class. I'm a great makeup artist. Go take a makeup artist class and get a certificate. Okay, you can be a nurse. There's a lot of things you can do that is not discriminated against. There's gays and transgenders being nurses, and do your creative side. I just want to be a visible force to let them know I want to go to law school, I went to college, you can get a trade, whatever you want to do. You don't have to go to a 4-year university, you don't have to go for 8 years, but whatever you like, pursue that. Don't let the transgender stuff become your only focus, because it was mine for about 12 years. That's all I did was take hormones and escort. And I would hope the young ones can realize you don't have to escort if you don't want to. Do other stuff. I didn't have a choice. I had no money, no family, no one to call upon, nobody who could give me good advice besides take your hormones, girl, and hit that block tonight at midnight. You got to get your coins. That's what we were told, and that's what I did. I had no other choice. In my mind at that time, I did look for a job with a degree, with the wig on, and nobody wanted to hire me. I went several places as a hotel, as a maid. Nobody wanted to hire me, and it was sad. And I want to let them know you can do other stuff. I'm doing other stuff. She's doing other stuff. There's a lot of us out here doing other stuff, but we don't see it. So I just want y'all to see that we're trying to do other stuff. If we try, you try to do other stuff. That's my whole point.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Hopefully they'll, see this and feel like they can do more.
Other stuff. Escort if you have to. I understand. I did it for many, many years as a street whore. But the escort game has changed. Craigslist is gone. The business is not like it used to. Guys are on different sites meeting cross-dressers for free. They're just not paying the money they used to pay. So that game is at a minimum anyway. You're going to have to do something else anyway. Well, we made money off of it 10 years ago. It's not that way anymore. It's not as easy as it was. The internet has taken over. A lot of people are educated about it. They know how to find them. They're finding free exchanges, and there's just no lot of room for the working girl. I know a lot of working girls who are looking for a place to stay. They don't have any money. The escort game is just not like it was when I was 10 years ago. You're going to have to find something else anyway. But, you need to do your creative side. It's just not like it used to be. There's nothing wrong with escorting, but you need to do something else. That's my only point.
Okay. Now, any last words you have about the book or about you, anything that you want to say?
I do really, I'm almost 50. I've been in the transgender world since I was 27, after college and working as a professional for 4 years. So this is not something that I made up. I'm just telling you my life experiences, what I went through. And I have a good family, but they didn't understand. And so I did all of this without any family support, any help. I ran across a few gentlemen over the years that were kind and helped me out, but I've done this on my own and with the help of God. So this story is a true story about a very hard life, which now is good. But just a lot of transgender who are of my skin color go through what I go through. No money, no family support. I did want a vagina, 15 years ago, but there was no money. Now that I'm older and done my research, that's another story. Maybe if I'd have had the money 15 years ago, maybe I'd have done it then, like some of my white counterparts who, in 3 or 4 years, have transformed their body and their genitalia to full opposite sex. That was not my encounter. Most black transgender never get the money at 10,000, 15,000 to even get a vagina. Some of them are still wanting one, and they can't afford it. So we have to find a better way to live.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Good luck with the book.
Thank you very much.
And people can find you on Facebook, right?
And I'm at Toni D. Newman at AOL.com, Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter. Toni D. Newman. Thank you,
Wonderful.
guys. God bless.